Hey my go-getters, what's happening? And welcome to another episode of Seb's SMS. As usual, I'm sending you a message about, it's a very personal message, a message about parents and children. You know what? I'm in both cases, and for some of you, you are too. So if you want to know why you should get out of that jail, why you should get out of that influence and how, stay tuned. I'm going to give you three tips each. Why and how. Listen, this is the message I'm sending you. You better catch it. And it's a very touchy one, so be careful, but catch it properly. Come on, let's go.
Sebastian Baton is now very much the Anglophile.
I'm sending you a message, you better catch it.
But when it comes to the football,
What's happening, my people? Talk to me. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. On this Saturday morning session, Seb's SMS, it's a touchy one. But I think people make a big fuss, a big deal about our relationship with our parents, or as parents, our relationship with our kids. But it's funny, it's a close one, and I have to share it with you because I'm going through it. I'm going through it myself. I'm thinking, it took me a while to cut, the wire with my parents. And as a parent now, am I doing exactly the same as my parents were doing with me? That's the question I have in my head. So what about you? But let me tell you guys, honestly, you should get out of that. And we have a misunderstanding about this whole situation. Obviously, we have a cultural, that's a cultural importance. The culture that you grew up in, the environment, whether it's a religion, the culture plays a big part into your relationship with your parents. But once again, we're here to take what is ours. The same way your parents have taken what is theirs. And they have to. They had to and they have to. They still have to. But guys, let me tell you, 3 reasons why we can't get out of that influence. We can't get out of that, for me, that jail, toxic jail, because it's been very good, very, very good for us until a certain extent, until a certain point. Now, first one, that need for approval. We need approbation. You need the parents' approval all the time. It's whatever you do, even me now, when my dad, my mom are coming over, when I go and see them, I'm seeking their approval about the way I raise my kids. Why? But because it's cultural, because we grew up like that, and we need our parents that, they give us birth. So they have this authority, this anointing onto us, but we're always seeking their approval. Because we keep seeking their approval, we always remain as kids in terms of, without your approval, I cannot do nothing. Are you in that situation as a child now, or are you doing it as a parent? Second, the fear of disappointing them. Oh my God. We are scared to disappoint our parents. But once again, we grew up into that system. When you were doing things that your parents asked you to do, what happened? You were rewarded. So when you didn't do what they wanted you to do, you got punished. So the more we're growing up, even though you're not kids no more, we're still their kids, but we're not per se children because we got responsibility, we got a life going on. We're still scared to disappoint them. Is that not crazy? And I'm guilty. I'm doing way better, but I'm guilty. I was so scared to disappoint them. When they were coming, everything has to be perfect. Like if they were judging me. They're my parents. They're here to back me up. But ask yourself, am I still in that situation? Am I still scared to disappoint my parents? And if that's the case, we need to change that. And the third one, guys, is we need to learn a new vocabulary. Your vocabulary, the word that we're using with parents, the likes of disrespect, what is respect, what is disrespect, what is offending them, all those words that were maybe meaning a certain way, meaning something different back in the days, because the life was different, the society was different. You gotta put your get yourself up to date. The vocabulary that you're using gotta be up to date. Otherwise, you're always gonna live in their time and not in yours. Therefore, sometimes it doesn't go with one another. You know what I'm saying? And now, listen, the reason why you should get out, and that's no disrespect, there's nothing wrong with you starting to fly on your own. I need you to fly like an eagle. And I'll tell you why. And you understand. If you are very self-aware and you want to grow. First one, guys. The first one, you will stay a good, obedient kid, but free. A free one. Guys, I want you to, when you ask or you talk to your parent, I want you to change something very important. You tell them that the discussion that you're about to have is not a child with parents. It's an adult to adult. The way you're gonna communicate. Trust me, if you want to get free, I'm not even blaming no parents. I'm not blaming them at all. It's all about you. You have to acknowledge the fact that, Dad, I'm talking from a man to a man. Mom, I'm talking to a woman, not from the child perspective to the parents. That's going to change the way they're going to look at you. So if they know that it's equal to equal in terms of status, they're going to listen more into what you're going to say. So do that. Trust me, that's going to change a lot of things. Now, the main emotion you got to understand, guys, the work is yours, is fear. When you're a kid, you're scared to disappoint your parents. But when you're a parent, you're scared. You're scared for your kid. You fear for your kid, for their safety, for their future. This is the main emotion, and you should know that if you are a parent. So you got to start learning their language as a parent. Therefore, if you know that, you're gonna start acting a different way, because what? You're gonna lead me to my third point. You're gonna reassure them. The same way for my man. Well, you know how you reassure your wife, right? Because you know that a wife needs reassurance for whatever reason. Your parents is exactly the same. If you want them to give you their approval and to let you go and not make it hard, reassure them, because they're scared. And that's what's gonna help you to start flying on your own, because you need that. Even for your parent, just ask yourself a question. Do you really think that your parents want you to stay under their spell, under their power and influence, at the cost of you having the great life? You're gonna take what is yours. So you have to go and get it. You have to go and earn it. It's not your parents to do the work. You have to not even force them, but teach them. You're becoming adult, you're becoming even wiser. It's your turn now to give them something that they don't have in order for you to fly, because they wouldn't even like you to be always head down in life, because they know that it's not going to help you. So why would you do that with them? That doesn't help them. That keep them in their comfort zone, but at the end of the day, they would be doing anything for you. So help them out. We don't do an omelette without breaking eggs. But at the end of the day, you're enjoying the omelette. So this is exactly the same with your parental situation. Break the eggs in a certain manner, but change the way you think, change the way you see things. Because when you get onto that green rectangle, what does that represent? Your life and your life only. Take what is yours. Listen, we're born in a certain environment. You have a certain culture. There's no disrespect. And you're even more honoring your culture by becoming the best version of yourself. Because if you don't do this work, you're never going to bring your parents the blessing that you're supposed to bring them for what they've done for you. So it's up to you. It's down to you to go and work that with them. It's only a matter of time before they see what you're becoming, and they'll be so proud. So guys, because the work, the power, the strength, the happiness, the health, the wealth, the money, the freedom, the wings, you know what I'm saying? The freedom, you being free, it's priceless. We don't only take it. What we're doing, we snatch it. You snatch it because it's your life. Go and get it. Take what is yours. That was your boy, your man, your coach, friend, brother, Seb Basong, aka Baby Bass. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe. It was an important video today. It's a touchy one, but that show me and that show you how much you want it, because you owe yourself and you owe your parents a little bit. Respect them, honor them in the right way. Listen, have a wonderful weekend, tremendous game if you have a football game. If you're with family, enjoy it. I'll see you soon. And you know what? In the meantime, take what is yours. Bye bye. Lots of love. Rah!